Hey, this is Mufasi popping in to tell you to subscribe, like the video, hit that bell icon. If you enjoy it, check out more of our videos and check out the full episode. You can watch here on YouTube and check it out on Spotify. Goodbye, enjoy.
We kind of want to close out this episode by doing a little bit of
Lightning round.
We call it lightning
Go
round,
on.
baby. So we're gonna do the quick little lightning round of questions about wrestling. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into it.
Who is your favorite wrestler right now at this very moment?
Could you guys give me a second? Right now, at this moment,
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about him a bunch in this episode, a couple times. This man
Yes.
right here, the Ring General. You just,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Ludwig is future man, brother. Hell yeah,
So
hell
good.
yeah.
I fucking love Gunther, dude.
Mhm.
So consistent. People are like calling him an NPC jobber in our comments. I'm like,
Dude,
dog,
our
have you watched the Gunther match?
People
Just-
in our
just-
comments are cooked sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
dude, the SummerSlam match when he won, like, people were like, oh, this was dog shit. This was what a terrible match. Like, Damian carried this. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
I won't deny that last part. Like Damien did a really good job in that.
Oh,
match,
yeah.
But Gunther is like, just go watch any match that he had in NXT UK or in NXT in general. Let alone like what he's doing
Well,
now.
even
but,
as the Intercontinental Champion, dude.
Bro,
he
come on.
put on some fucking bangers.
So he's your favorite wrestler right now. Who would you say your favorite like all time wrestler is?
I gotta go with Shawn Michaels as my number one because, like I said, in 2009 was when I started watching wrestling, and very soon after that, Shawn Michaels did the retirement match with The Undertaker, and as a kid at a young age, the match itself is maybe my favorite match of all time, anyways.
Me
But
too.
it just really affected me emotionally, and like Shawn Michaels would be it. CM Punk, I just like everything CM Punk does. Maybe in the last little while, maybe
Yeah, I was
ever
gonna
since he
say.
returned in from like at AEW, he's been a little shaky. But everything else he did before that, even in Ring of Honor, CM Punk has been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I guess circling back a little, what other feuds or like matches do you really enjoy going back and watching?
But CM Punk and Jeff Hardy,
Yeah.
come on, like
Their
such a good
SummerSlam
feud.
match,
Oh
the
yeah,
DLC,
Mhm.
Damn
But
good.
bro,
Steel
like-
Cage, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
that was emotional.
I just remember being so damn salty about Punk coming in and like GTSing Jeff Hardy after with the Money in the Bank and taking the title away from him. Like just so good,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
so great.
You
I wish
hated
we-
it. Like we hated CM Punk. He made us hate him. And
Coming out as Jeff Hardy.
oh my god,
Oh, that
coming out
shit
as
was
Jeff
so
Hardy.
funny.
And then soon after too, when he moved on to like Rey Mysterio and he started
Mhm.
wearing the mask when he shaved his head.
Right.
So I feel like some of the stuff was goofy, but like that run of CM Punk from like 2009 to like right up until he like came back as like best in the world. Well, actually, and everything,
Right.
up until like after his
Basically,
whole title
09
reign.
till he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except like the last year that he was there and he was getting shafted.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you.
Like I got a whole other couple. Like I don't know, Kenny Omega and Okada. Not the feud itself, but like everything that's leading up with Kenny Omega to his first match with Okada. I thought was just so good.
Yeah.
That whole saga. And then like I really like the reason why I'm a big fan of Gunther and I've always been for a long time is because that match he had with JD McDonough, Jordan Devlin, all that time back. I think it was 2016 in Over the Top Wrestling. It's such a
you're talking,
clean,
like old.
yeah, like baby face and heel. It's so good. It even had the canceled guy David Starr in there. I thought he did a pretty good job as well. But yeah, we
People
can't
don't
talk
give
about him.
JD enough credit too. Like he's a very good
Oh, come on,
wrestler.
exactly.
Yeah, he's.
I like you guys even more now. Okay, let's go.
I watched my real introduction with him was like right before NXT like went to 2.0. he had a ladder match, I think, with God, it was either Kyle O'Reilly or Santos Escobar. I can't remember, but I think it was like a cruiserweight title match. Regardless, he was in a ladder match and he was really good. And like, yeah, he might have a big head or whatever, but like, that's more storage for
there's a
on
lot
how to
up
be a
in
good
there,
wrestler.
so
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff.
300 IQ.
Exactly.
If Vince McMahon was around, he would be like a really smart character or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Run around with the lab coat.
Are you have you been seeing the stuff about that new documentary coming out, the Mr. McMahon documentary?
Yeah, I saw the trailer, and I'll be honest, I just don't care about documentaries 99% of the time. But this is Vince freaking McMahon. This is basically God in wrestling, so I'm interested. Like, I really want to see this.
Yeah.
A big component of it too was they started filming before all of that stuff came out this past year.
Yeah, it was supposed to originally come out during the pandemic. I think 2021 was when it was supposed to release, and then all the shit happened, so they started production again and to cover all of the later stuff. And a big criticism from the trailer was, oh, you have all these people in it, it's just going to be, they're just going to be hyping up Vince and all this shit.
Yeah.
But the producers came out and they were like, no, we're going to shit on him. Don't worry. Like,
I'm sure that we're going to get a lot of pro Vince and we're going to get a lot of anti Vince. I really don't see it being biased at this point, because then, one side looks bad or worse than the other. So I'm super interested in seeing how, like, I'm gonna try my best to binge that, but
pretty soon. Next week it comes out.
Next week, yep.
The detail about it, like being reworked ever since 2021, I had no idea about. That's an insane amount of time. But we're all pro Vince here, right?
Oh yeah, I love him so much, man. I'm a big fan.
What a great guy.
Great guy.
Nothing wrong. Totally nothing ever wrong in our life.
He just wanted what was best for business.
He made wrestling what it is today. He's an absolute titan.
I'm gonna bleep all this.
And that's like that's actually like, again, obviously, like, fuck Vince McMahon. I'll be definitely not the first to say it, but he did turn WWE and pro wrestling into what it is today. And Triple H is now carrying the torch. He might be doing some things a little differently, maybe some things not how we like it, but I definitely think that we would not be getting some of the cool stuff we're getting today if Vince was like still in power.
Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation that we have. Actually, you could probably find a video somewhere on Dropkick to be talking about it kind of recently. Somewhere around there. What's your favorite pay-per-view or premium live event that you've watched?
My go-to answer to this is WrestleMania 19. Just because it was just such a nice card. And like, you had Stone Cold and The Rock going at it, which wasn't even the main event.
Yeah.
How's that happen? Then you had the crazy main event with Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. And it wasn't like an insanely amazing match, but the ending, you'll never forget.
Shooting star press.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dunked himself. I mean, you had John Cena, who was still doing the Thuganomics gimmick. I even like the Titantron, the whole stage setup. Like, it's interesting, like dominoes and just every match had something cool. I think we even had Chris Jericho and HBK there with the ending where they were hugging and then Jericho does the turn. Just like every match is so good and so memorable.
You can't forget about the match featuring everybody's favorites, Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon.
Right. I, in fact, did forget about that, but yeah.
Oh, man.
How could you forget? It's everyone's favorites.
Yeah, totally.
In the same match.
It's actually my favorite match of all time. So, no.
What about Winston Brett, man? That was a banger.
How about right now in wrestling? What's your favorite thing going on?
Like, I wanted to really like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and I do to a certain extent, but I feel like they're just not delivering on the level that they could be delivering. So it's
you think
tough
that has
right now.
to do with the bracelet?
Yeah, a little bit. Like thankfully
it's gone now, but
Yeah.
Are you at least are you excited for Hell in a Cell?
Okay.
How do you feel about this?
Basically, for Bad Blood, we're gonna be like doing a whole bunch on an organization, and we're gonna bring people into like one room, and it's gonna be like 30-40 people, and then me and a bunch of my other Turkish YouTuber friends, with alongside those people, we're gonna do a live reaction.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
excited
awesome.
in the sense of that.
Oh, cool.
But like for the paper itself, I'm not really excited. But I did find an answer. What I'm really excited about, just because I like these two wrestlers so much, is Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. Like, I wanted to see Nigel return in the rings for so long, and now the fact that he's back, and like his first time he was back in the ring, he was actually like the best wrestler in that ring. By the way, he was so good.
He was the highlight of that match, dude.
Exactly. So yeah,
I was hoping that would happen earlier. And I think the way we got to it is a little confusing.
Absolutely.
But all things considered, I have been begging for this match. You can ask Mufasi.
It's true.
Since we started this podcast.
Yeah, we started this in May, and I think you've been talking about it since like June.
Dude, well, they were planting the seeds so early.
It's true.
Trash talking Danielson on commentary for the last year. Like, it's just I don't know. I saw it coming a mile away, and I'm the only one who ever saw it coming.
No one else.
I'm so happy.
Let's
go, man. I'll say this quickly.
Yeah.
It's not in the near future, but Netflix. I'm super excited about Netflix and what's that gonna look like. And I'm really excited about Raw being
lucky internationally. Because everything's gonna be on Netflix, and then we still have to deal with fucking 12 streaming services, bro.
Right.
Oh,